Since February 11th, the power play is 11.9%. They've got 7 power play goals scored, 7 shorthanded goals against. The PK, by the way, has done its job, 89.4%, and they've allowed 7 power play goals. So that power play is killing them, but it's still ranked 6th in the league. The penalty kill is 5th in the league. If you have 2 in the top 10, you should be a playoff team. That's always one of the things people always talk about is if your special teams are really good, then chances are night in, night out, you're winning. And they're not. I mean, the power play is now 0 for the last 8 games, I think it is, and which is obvious of why this team seems to be struggling at the moment, right? They're getting nothing out of their power play. They're not even any momentum.
Well, that's the killer, right? At the very least, a power play's job is to create momentum, right? And more to that point, at the very least, the last thing you can do is kill momentum. Getting scored on shorthanded absolutely creates a hole in the game. You give up a shorthanded goal, not only the guys on the ice are mad, but the guys on the bench and the penalty and the guys that aren't on the power play that want to be are going, well, I can do that. Like, so your whole bench and your whole unit they're just the most deflating goals you can give up, right? They really are. And you're giving them up in times when you're actually still in the game. That's what makes it really, really hard as a team to come back from. So they've gotten away. Their entries have still been okay, I think. I wouldn't say that, if you give the puck to Stützle, you almost have an automatic entry for the most part. But at the same time, you're not creating things. I'm going back to the game against Brady. Brady's walked out from the goal line a couple times and created some stuff. But there's just not enough guys getting downhill to join him at the net there. So you were never gonna run at the clip that they were running at for the rest of the year on that power play. Sure. I just don't think that's realistic. But at the same time, you can't give momentum away. And offensive guys are the same guys we're talking about in the cheating area. They're cheating every part of the game right now, and it's costing them. And you're giving up shorthanded breakaways. And you got they could have given up more. It could have been worse from the shorthanded goals. I know. So just extremely deflating. They got to get back to the basics, and they got to get in the zone set up, and then they got to waste a few shots at the net, and then let things open up naturally.
Yeah, and I think that's why the coaching staff put Chychrun out there. Like, hey, we got to get a shooting threat out there. We need a guy that's just going to throw some bombs. So I get why they tried to do that, switch it up a little bit. But the question you asked earlier, Wally, with the power play and how are they not winning when their special teams are this good? Because usually, but on the reverse side of things, how bad is this team? Where do they rank in the league on 5-on-5 scoring? They're right near the bottom, right? One of the worst teams in the NHL. So this time of year, things clamp down. You're still getting your power plays, but teams get better. Teams get better at killing. They're bearing down more. They're blocking more shots. They're more desperate. Teams that are out of the playoffs are playing looser, so it's tougher to score on special teams this time of year for the most part. So you got to be like, that's been the Achilles heel of the Ottawa Senators all year, is they haven't been able to generate enough offense 5-on-5. So the power play has been carrying them for most of the year. And now here it is. We need some 5-on-5, and they're still not good enough in that aspect of the game. So to me, that's killing them. Yeah. The power play wasn't sustainable, doing what they were doing. Now you got to fall back to 5-on-5, and it hasn't been there all year, and it's still not good enough.
27th overall.
Yeah,
They are minus 21 in 5-on-5 goal differential, or even strength goal differential.
You're minus 21 at 5-on-5. You're not getting the playoffs. Minus 25 or 21, whatever it is, at 5-on-5. Come on, like, again, be realistic expectations. You got to be a better 5-on-5 team.
Yeah, could not agree more. On that.
I'm just quickly looking. No team below them. Are in the playoffs. Yeah.
You're not making a run like that.
I'm a big differential guy. Every year when you look at the playoffs and you see who's in and who's out, it's usually always goal differential. All the teams that are out are in the minus category by quite a bit, and then as you go down, that stat is very indicative to where your team fits in the standings. And it's the one thing they got. To me, it's the one thing the Ottawa Senators need to improve at the most is their 5-on-5 play.